Hey guys, day 34 of the 100-day video challenge, and today I want to talk about something that has come up recently with some work that I've been doing, and it's quite exciting to have this happen. So I'm really excited to share with you what's come through with this particular thing. Now, I'm not sure if this is something that you deal with, but it's definitely something that I've been playing around with and experimenting with for a while, and I've been doing it with my groups and with my clients. And it's a little bit around procrastination, but it's about that feeling when you've got to do something and you don't want to do it. And you know that feeling that you get when it's like you've got to do something and you'll keep putting it off, you'll try and do something else, and then when that thing comes up that you have to do, you will feel yucky. You're like that feeling that I'm going that feeling you don't want to do it. The thing is that when that happens, it's trying to tell us something, and we really need to listen to what that is telling us. And that sun's just come out. So what it's trying to tell us is that we are thinking at that particular time when we want to do something that we don't have a choice of doing it. And us being humans and a soul in a body, we love the element of choice. We like to know that we've got control of our lives and that we can have a choice of whatever we want to do. So even if we plan the thing that we have to do, it's still, when it comes to doing it, we still have to do it. So what I did, going further into the layers of what's underneath this, and I connected to the different elements that are underneath this behavior about trying to get out of doing things or not wanting to do things, is actually your soul needing a break. As we looked into the level of control the level of choice, when we're looking at, even though we make a choice, then when it comes to having to do that thing we still don't want to do it, it just comes down to the fact of, okay, if we have a choice, we can either do it or not do it. If we then decide not to do it, what else would we do? Now, in that moment, if your answer is, I prefer to sleep, I'd prefer to watch TV, if it is something that is a relaxing thing for you, I'd prefer to be having a massage, or I'd prefer to go for a walk on the beach, or whatever it is, that is your body saying that it has been overworked and it's been too busy and it needs a break. Now, the only way I could work this out is because I forced myself. I'd have work that I needed to do in the day, and I'd always be going, I don't want to do it, even though I love my work. And it was really confusing because I was like, I love doing my work. Why am I, not wanting to do this? And that's where I forced myself, through receiving the guidance, I forced myself to just sit in front of the TV for 3 days. And I was guided to do that, not really knowing why. And during those 3 days of just sitting there and watching the TV, there were movies, so they were, because I'm not really a big TV person, but there were movies that I just wanted to watch. So I literally watched, and Netflix series, so they're very easy to watch back to back to back, and a whole day can go. I forced myself to do that. And found that by doing that, there was so much resistance, and there was so much you should be doing this, or you shouldn't be doing that, or blah, blah, blah. And I had to allow that to come and go and ignore those feelings and those thoughts and just do nothing, watch TV, have a sleep, whatever it is. By doing that for 3 days, I found the resistance was less and less as the days went on. I even challenged myself and let the house be a mess. I did no housework, and I let it be a mess to really trigger me, to make me say, no, my body needs to rest and I need to just chill out. By day 3, I was getting bored. And what I found by taking myself to that place of being bored, I then realized that this persona of watching the TV instead of working or instead of doing something else lost its appeal because I wasn't exhausted anymore. I was, and I was talking to a client today about this, that I was rejuvenated. I had lots more energy. Even in my videos, if you saw my videos during those 3 days, I was washed out, I was tired, I was puffy. At the end of those 3 days of taking those 3 days of doing nothing, I actually started glowing. I started feeling really good, and I actually lost that need to procrastinate and to not do the work because I wasn't burnt out anymore. And I urge everyone to take 3 days out of doing nothing. Now, I'm not saying go on a holiday. I'm actually saying just sit at home and sleep and watch TV and do nothing else, or read. Sometimes even reading can kind of take you away from yourself. You really need to do activities that'll allow your mind to trigger you and to make you say, you're being lazy. Oh, you're not allowed to do this. Oh, you're not achieving anything. I have to say, in those 3 days, I still made money. My business still made money. The house still ticked over. I've got 4 children. They were fine. Everything was okay. And I realized when I took those 3 days off, what on earth do I do? Like, if I can sit there for 3 days and things still happen, what do I do with those hours? And it made me really, really productive from then on. Not from a conscious choice of I have to be productive, but it actually made me completely non-resistant to the boredom. Like I just didn't need to go there anymore because I just wasn't tired anymore. I wasn't exhausted. And so you'll find a lot of people, because, and I actually talked a little bit about this with my client today, is that people are so busy to stop them from thinking, to stop them from dealing with the stuff. And the busier you are, the less connected with yourself that you are. And it takes you away from, knowing who you really are. So it's a really cool exercise if you can just take a couple of days of doing nothing and take yourself to a place where you are bored. It's different. The resistance is different. Allow the resistance to come and go. Allow the shoulds and the shouldn'ts come and go, and still just sit there, especially for you mums, that the shoulds and the shouldn'ts are always really strong. And just allow that to happen. Like 3 days was good for me. And then I found if I continued to literally maybe have 1 hour a day or even half a day from then on to continue this time of just being with yourself, of doing nothing and just relaxing, then what happens when you then decide to do something? You're actually doing it from a place of, I really want to do this now, and you get excited about it, but you also get it done really quickly because you're not doing it from a resistance point of view. And the other thing, like I've just been talking, to my clients as well about the fact that the house is like so clean. The house is so clean, but I'm not even actively cleaning it. It's just happening really quickly. Because I'm not resisting it. I'm not saying I need to sleep and I don't want to clean because I'm tired and then, procrastinating doing it. It's just happening bang, bang, bang. And then because I'm living in every moment, I'm like, what can I do next? And what can I do next? And what can I do next? And so not only are you getting things done a lot more efficiently, you're getting things done a lot quicker, but you're getting more things done. And this is where I think this exercise is really powerful, is to give yourself some time off. If this is an issue of yours, give yourself some time off until you get to the place of boredom, where you're like, yeah, I'm really searching for, I just really want something else to do. then you can take yourself to then going to maybe 1 hour a day or half a day, and then put the rest of the time. You'll see how much more productive you'll be, and continue this on for the rest of your life. You are allowed to have time off. You're allowed to have a break. And the more time you have with yourself, the more relaxed you will be, the more calm you will be, the better mother, sister, friend, wife, whatever it is that you want to be, business owner. You need to take this time off, because that connection with yourself is so important, that you will then be acting from a place of authentic behavior and acting on your, like, from a place of who you are, rather than the resisting behavior and being cranky and changing your behavior because you're not happy. So try that. Put your messages or your comments below, because it's such a great exercise to do, and I really recommend that everyone try it at least once in your life. I have to say, for me, it completely defaulted my whole behavior, and my whole life completely changed from doing this. So give it a go. Give yourself 3 days of doing nothing. Challenge yourself to do that, and watch what happens, because it's amazing what that process can do and where that can take you from then on. So I'll see you tomorrow.